Does managing the biggest raiding group, Snake-Eyed Raiders, consume a lot of time in your life?
Damn right it does. 7 days a week I spend most of the evening on Discord dealing with CR and our members.
Do you like working within Snake-Eyed Raiders?
For sure. Like the challenge of keeping CR successful.
What do you see in the future for Snake-Eyed Raiders?
A few months ago was concerned for the future of SER and other raiding groups.
Welcome to this interview, Ziggy. It is an honor to be able to count on you today. First, I would like you to give me an introduction of yourself.
I was a latecomer to Roblox, having mostly played games such as Overwatch and World of Warcraft, where I used to lead a hard-mode raiding guild for 2 years. But I have always liked the Star Wars universe, and that's how I found Coruscant. I became quickly hooked and soon bought my first Gamepass, a shotgun, which at the time was OP and gave a one-shot kills from any distance. A couple of weeks into playing, I was robbing the bank and was asked if I wanted to join Snake-Eyed Raiders. I accepted without hesitation. This was my first ever raid group, and it turned out to be a glorious time, with the likes of Ammo, Ghoul, Jojo, Seb Frank, Too Ugly, and Joculus hosting events. I joined every event I could, especially defense trainings, and was soon the most active enlisted player in the group. A couple of months after joining, I achieved E8 rank, and that made me eligible to become an officer. A few days later, Kipper, the original group owner, messaged me for an interview. I was very nervous and was thrilled that he offered me an officer role. But I turned him down at first, as I didn't think I capable yet. But after some persuasion, I then accepted. A month or so after this, Kipper took a long break and SAR activity gradually declined. At this time, I was O3 captain and was the only officer hosting events in CR for 2 months. I had hosted over 100 events at this point. Richardo, Snake's second-in-command, saw the dire state SR was in and took action by appointing me C3 Marshal Commander. I quickly revamped many SER systems, appointed new officers including RTY, who went on to become CR's top host, and opened divisions. Since then, I've made a lot of good friends here, trained over 70 officers, and seen though quite a few CR lows and highs. We are the last of the original raid group still active, and we are still at the top. I have enjoyed every minute of it, and I've no intention of retiring anytime soon.
Does managing the biggest raiding group, Snake-Eyed Raiders, consume a lot of time in your life?
Damn right it does. 7 days a week I spend most of the evening on Discord dealing with CR and our members. This is really the main drawback of running the group, and I wish there were more hours in the day. I used to do even more, but now have commanders and other department heads who I'm grateful for taking on some of the workload.
What do you see in the future for Snake-Eyed Raiders?
Well, a few months ago was concerned for the future of SER and other raiding groups. It had become difficult to recruit new members, but the release of factions was a real game changer for raiding. We're getting top positions on the faction leaderboard and have a popular morph uniform, both of which bring us new lots of members daily. Event sizes are increasing, and we've hosted over 80 events some weeks. The future looks bright.
Do you like working within Snake-Eyed Raiders?
For sure. Like the challenge of keeping CR successful and especially working with my commanders and officers, though I regret to say I've had less time for this recently. It's rewarding to have an idea for a new system or department in CR, chat with staff about it, and finally see it implemented, though some don't work out too well. I'd like to take a moment here to mention the person who first brought Sir to dominate Coruscant raiding, and the reason I'm here now, and that's my Ammo. He's been the perfect overseer, and like to thank him for his support as I've worked my way up through the ranks. He has let me run SER as I please, but it's reassuring that he's always been there when needed for advice, just to chat with or play Roblox.
Why do you think people should join Snake-Eyed Raiders?
We host many events every day and have lots of other activities they can join in with. New players can join our events, but we also have divisions for those who want more of a challenge or can offer more. We have a great community with experienced and helpful officers and staff. And not least, we are the biggest and oldest running raid group in the game, with a significant history, and that will still be around long after many have closed.
What do you think should be implemented in the game to improve the raiding experience?
Rare and varied NPCs roaming the city that raiders need to search out and kill. Some easy with small credit rewards, some hard with bigger rewards, and the occasional boss NPC that takes a team to defeat. Allow raiders to turn off friendly fire, daily and weekly tasks to earn credits or perks, and a similar system for factions but needing many faction members working together to complete. Players able to rent or buy shields and equip them instead of their weapon, and so protect players behind them who can shoot through it. This can encourage more team play and tactics. And of course, a nightclub with music, a functional bar, and NPCs.
Have you ever played for the Grand Army of the Republic? If yes, did you like it as much as raiding?
Played for GAR when I took break from being an officer in SER. It was okay for a while, but grew bored with the roles limitations compared to the fun and freedom of being a raider where can rob the bank, do as I please, and kill as please.
That's all for today. Thank you very much, Ziggy, for this opportunity.
The pleasure is mine. Thanks for inviting me.